Well done on doing your sizzling starts. Now it's time for your arguments. So we planned your 3 arguments yesterday, and that's in your plan. So if you need to get those plans out from yesterday, go back into either your Google Slides or Google Classroom, and you'll find them there. Now, your arguments. So your 3 different paragraphs explaining why. Now, here are 3 ways that you could make your arguments that little bit more interesting, or make the listener go, "Oh, I didn't know that." So you've got show, don't tell, so you've got dynamic dialogue, and you have fun facts. So these are 3 different ways that you could spice up your paragraphs so they're really interesting for the reader or the audience. Okay. So, show, don't tell. This is where you describe a scene of what is happening so that the audience can visualize how something would feel or look like. Now, remember, a show, don't tell is like watching a movie, but you're doing it with words. You can use your 5 senses to help you with this. And here's an example of a show, don't tell and how you can use it for persuasive. The sound of a happy bark, the sight of a wagging tail, and the feeling of home when he greets me at the door. I'd much rather a friendly dog, than a cat who doesn't care. Okay, so that's painting us a picture of what it would be like to have a dog at home, rather than just saying dogs are better because they are happy creatures. Okay, so that paints a picture for the audience and go, oh yeah, that is true. Dynamic dialogue. This is another way you could use this in your paragraphs. So you could use quotes from important people or famous lines from movies to help spice up your writing. Here's an example of how you could do that, or what you could use. So you've got this one here. Dogs are not our whole lives, but they make our lives whole. And that's by Roger A. Carras. Now, you would in your speech say who said it, because then people will know that is actually a quote and not something that you're saying. Okay, another one here. Everybody knows a dog's best friend is a human, and that's from Rusty from Lady and the Tramp. A dog doesn't care for if you're rich, poor, educated or illiterate, clever or dull. Give him your heart and he will give you his. And that's from Marley and Me. So when you use quotes, that wouldn't just be your whole paragraph. You might just have that at the beginning, or you could have that at the end of your paragraph for your argument. And it's really easy. If you just search up quotes about and put your topic in, you'll be able to find some, but also make sure that they're from people that are important people or famous people. And the last way you can do this is by using fun facts. So by adding in fun or unusual facts at the beginning of a paragraph, you can grab the reader's or the audience's attention. So just like what we did with our information reports, we would put a fun fact at the beginning. You can do that for persuading the audience as well. So I found 5 just random fun facts about dogs. I wouldn't use all of these in my speech, but I could use 1 or 2 and put them in a couple of my paragraphs. So a fun fact could be their sense of smell is at least 40 times better than ours. Dogs can sniff at the same time as breathing. It's pretty cool. Dogs can be right or left pawed. I didn't know that one. That was a new one that I discovered. So now that you've got a couple of examples of how you can make your paragraphs really interesting and really engaging, especially for your audience and for your teachers who will be judging your speeches, I would like you now to have a go using your ideas, writing your facts or your writing your facts or your show, don't tell, or your what was the other one? Quotes. Yes, so dynamic dialogue. Please remember to try and have 3 to 4 sentences per your paragraph, because you don't want to just have 1 sentence per point, because that's not actually explaining your point and why that point is important. Okay. Well, good luck write that down on a piece of paper and please post it on this page here, and then we'll go to exciting endings.